Okay, quarterback wise, right now, for me, if I'm throwing on a game, I've got Josh Allen, who I must see TV for me every week. Baker Mayfield is in that category for me too. A guy like Matthew Stafford. Do you have one or two guys you got to watch every week?
I love what Mayfield's doing here, Ryan. I mean, he's
Yeah.
right here in Tampa. I went to see him play the 49ers. He deserves a lot of credit. I love Jared Goff. I love the way the Lions play offense. They do a lot at the line of scrimmage. They do a lot before the ball is snapped. I'm really interested in what I call RCE, recognition. That leads to communication, which leads us to high levels of execution. I love seeing quarterbacks that are in charge of recognizing the blitz, seeing the coverage, getting their teams in good play selection. But I love watching Goff. I like watching Joe Burrow. I personally felt it was his best year of all the quarterbacks. I voted for him as the MVP because I thought he carried his team week in and week out. But I think we're on the same page in terms of who we like.
You look at this offseason right now, Coach. Is there a team that you kind of are circling in either conference that you're like, man, I'm kind of interested to see the moves they make, because I think they're right there on the doorstep of becoming one of those teams that's going to be competing for a championship?
I'll start right here in Tampa. I think Tampa Bay's already proven they can win the South. I think they can be a Super Bowl contender. And I know Todd Bowles is a pain in the ass to go against. They do a great job with multiple fronts and blitzes and coverages.
They do.
They got to get a rusher or two. And I think they're going to go heavy in free agency, get a marquee player at corner or at a pass rush position, and then double up in the draft. I think if they can get a few defensive players, I think Tampa Bay could be really good. And I'm anxious to see what the Chargers do. You know, they got to get some receivers. They've got to get Justin Herbert some guys. I watched that Houston playoff game again the other day. It was painful. And they've got to replace Khalil Mack and Bosa. So those are two teams I think are very interesting because the Chargers do have some offensive linemen. They do have some pretty good players in that nucleus. But those are two teams I'm anxious to look at.